Hi. Today I'd like to share with you a book review. It's my first live book review, and this one is a very important book. It's a great book. It's called Creating Union, and it's written by Eva Pierrakos, edited by Judith Sally. And it's an awesome book because it's all about developing intimacy in your relationship, and it's talking about your personal intimate relationship with your partner, but it just as well goes for all your relationships with family and friends, but most especially your intimate partner. And I'll read the back of the book just to give you a concise explanation of what it's about. This is Creating Union, the essence of intimate relationship. Creating union can help you achieve vibrant partnerships of fearless loving and mutual self-fulfillment. It provides insights into the deeper meanings of inevitable relationship difficulties. With a wise and gentle voice, it will guide you in resolving difficulties while compassionately answering practical questions about sexuality, spirituality, divorce, fear of intimacy, creating mutuality, and how to keep the spark alive in long-term relationships. So, this book has helped me immeasurably. When we enter relationships, we bring in stuff, unresolved issues, insecurities, fears, belief systems, and without us even really being aware of it, they run our lives. These patterns actually prohibit us from merging deeply in intimacy with our partner, especially the fears and insecurities. And the ego has these unconscious agendas going to remain what amounts to freedom for it, but really is separation as far as a relationship is concerned. And it indulges in its campaigns of blame and not accepting responsibility and accountability for the life it has chosen and created, and projects these onto your partner. And so this game goes backwards and forth, and this is in essence the conflict that we have in our relationships, and it truly keeps us from attaining that deep fulfillment, that oneness, that connection with our intimate partner. We have to be prepared to dive down deeply into what amounts to our darkness and uncover it, and to be able to share it openly and fearlessly with our partner, and to be able to stand there in the face of that as our partner is sharing, and receive that, and be able to see the other person for who they are and the suffering they may be going through, and hold that space, and to be able to provide open, full, loving, honest feedback, and hopefully guide the other towards clarity and truth, because every one of us at various moments have clarity, and then rely on the clarity of others to help us through these hard times. And it's amazing how much these childhood belief systems and issues and woundings that we got when we were young run the show, and keep us from really coming together with our loved one and having a relationship which is a divine union. And that's what all relationships are meant to be, and it's what everyone deserves, and no one should really settle for less. And it's been amazing for me to read through this book and see and discover my own desire, unconscious desire for separateness, that wants to receive love from my partner, but not give her the fullness of my being because I'm afraid. Somewhere in my past, my childhood wounding, I'm afraid of that connection. I'm afraid of giving love, and in the fear of not having it returned. And you short sell the relationship, and you rip off, well, not only your partner, but you rip off yourself. Because whatever you give out, is returned, and what you don't give is also not returned, and you can't have the depth and the true understanding, the true meeting of two souls at that level. The complete sharing of each other on physical, emotional, and mental levels, which opens up, the realms of spiritual realization, and that's what sacred tantric union is about. And I don't know if I'm explaining this well, but I'm hoping I'm making sense. But we have to be able to go inside and find our own negative desires, our addictions to negative pleasures, our negative intentionalities to wound the other because we're not prepared to be accountable and accept responsibility for problems that have arisen in our life and choices that we have made and which we project onto others, and all these things keep us separate further. But as long as we are not able to be accountable for who we are and not acknowledge that, then true union cannot take place, and your relationship will be unfulfilling to that degree. So to have an awesome relationship, one that is truly divine, and one that will bring you a lifetime of fulfillment and connection and growth, to continually penetrate each other with greater and greater knowledge of the other, and therefore yourself. You have to go into it fearlessly, giving as much love as you can, and explore the other and explore yourself through the other, and well, the journey to the divine is yours. We think that we have to be these monks or nuns or holy people and meditate and do yoga. I'm not saying that these things aren't good things, because they are excellent things, but it's not about that. It's about the unification of two opposites, the masculine and the feminine, into one. And it starts with the intimate loving of your partner. And if you can't do that, and you can't succeed in that, you're not going to succeed in deep spiritual union in the other practices, because you're missing the vital essence of what it is to be human and what it is to be here on this plane. And this book goes into all of that, and I encourage all of you, or any of you who are having problems in your relationship, or just want more fulfillment and want to understand what a relationship is all about and want something deeper from life, to read this book and see what it says about uncovering those parts of us which keep us separate and not experiencing love to the degree that we can. I'll open up a page and read to you what is there, and what I've highlighted on this page. It's about the willingness to love, and it says, "You all know that love cannot be forced. It will grow organically as you remove the obstacles." So we can't pretend to love. True love only comes about when we remove all the barriers and obstacles to that love. So all our negativities, our misunderstandings, our belief systems, our fears, our insecurities, our spite, our jealousies, our ungrounded anger. Once we remove those, love naturally flowers. And the only way to find those is to dive deeply into your own hidden parts you don't want to acknowledge, the parts you think that are imperfect and, you know, can't be shown to the world. But whether we acknowledge them or not, they're still there. They're still running us. They're still controlling us. So take the journey, people. Explore deeply. Uncover them. Let them out. Transform them. You know, and true love, you know, can be yours. Can be ours. You know, do it for yourself. Do it for your partner. Do it for the one that you love. Thank you.